on. Let's see what this does. We'll clear this up. If it doesn't, then I'm not sure. It could be the internet connection, but this is the second go at it anyway, guys. All right.
Second time to show and all that.
Second time of asking.
Right, before I forget, guys, we'll do it early, just so we get the votes in. It's Legends Talk. This is the worst team now. It's left midfield now. So you two can pick, because I've been scratching my head over this one. So the worst.
I was going to say Diamante, but he was more, he never played for us.
That's a good reason to put him there, then.
Yeah, but then again, even though he could play pretty much anyone on the front line, and he didn't play for us in the end, he was more behind the man rather than left wing anyway.
Yeah.
You
never know, do you?
If you could argue maybe for what you expect versus what you got, maybe. It's very hard to put Ambat there. I don't think you can put him there. That's what we've had of VD. Can't really put him there either, even if putting that criteria.
Yeah. I don't really know.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of a left midfielder for this, but
who's really stood out
yeah,
as exceptionally poor.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one.
That is a very tricky one.
Anyway, we're going to the ladies anyway. They're facing Brighton Sunday. Brighton away. What's that? Calver Road, is it? Sorry.
Yeah, Culver Road.
Culver Road, Brighton. It's kick-off at 2 o'clock. Tickets
Yeah,
can be bought on Watford.
Yeah.
What's that for? Is that Foursome.com, is it? Sorry. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
What are you reading? Oh yeah, Watford.fawsl.com. Ladies face Brighton on Sunday. They're away at Culver Road, Brighton. Kick-off 2 o'clock. Tickets can be bought on Watford.fawsl.com. So check out that, guys.
Right then, we'll get on to Palace, as we're playing them on the Tuesday. Might as well talk about that. That's another one. And what would you say to that one? You know,
I think we'll get a win from that one, to be honest. Even though Hodgson's got them playing better than they did.
Yeah.
Although I do think even now the bell's a little bit harsh, so given the circumstance.
Yeah.
It's always Saha though. He always, well, I'm not saying turns up, but he always seems to do it against us, don't it? It's either a penalty or he plays a blinder against us and they win 1-0.
There's always something in it.
You know, at least they haven't got Phillips this time anymore, so we don't have to worry about him banging one against us, because that always happens.
Penalty.
Yeah, penalty, free kick, anything with that man, weren't it?
It's Palace. That's the only thing.
It is. I wouldn't say we're guaranteed to win just because they're bottom. I don't want to play.
It's one of those games I'd say I'd expect to win from us, though, given the circumstance.
But you said it. Us being Watford, they'd probably get there and turn us over or something silly. You know.
But that's always going to be a chance in football, though, just generally.
Oh God, yeah, it can happen to anyone, couldn't it?
Look what happened with Bristol City when we played them with half a full-strength team with Gomez and co.
Well, me and Paul talked about that. Even that squad was pretty good. We looked at the squad and went, yeah, that should be Bristol City.
It was half the team that won against Bournemouth convincingly. Was it 2-0?
Yeah.
1-0? We beat them convincingly on pretty much every single sort of front you can imagine. And then Bristol City is like, nah, we'll just roll over.
Think so. Bristol City in the FA Cup. We can't make any excuses this time out.
No, I'd start a strongest team. I want a cup run to be honest.
The team we played against City the last time should have beaten them.
Yeah, we looked
just didn't turn up. You look at the players that were playing that day, and most of them, you'd be pushing for playoffs in the Championship. That side we had there, it wasn't too far off the side we had last. It was supposed to be superiorly better than 2 seasons before.
And it was terrible, weren't it?
Bad memories.
Well, City are doing well, so it's going to be a tough game.
Well, they fancy it, weren't they?
Full team against City, Aidan said. Yeah.
Well, we'd like a cup run, wouldn't we? We'd like a little cup quarterfinals or something.
You won't see a full team, but you'd probably see rotate the goalkeeper. You'd have at least half your starting 11 on defence, half your starting 11 in midfield.
Yeah.
You'd probably rotate the wingers, i.e. put Success on sort of idea.
It might give Success another chance, mightn't he? He might.
That's what I'm saying. Either put a Cardiff or if we bring someone in, they'd probably start the cup game.
Yeah.
Again, that's still a strong squad.
That's what I'm saying.
It's still a good squad.
And when we played Bristol City in the cup last time, it was half our first team that won.
Yeah, true.
So it's not like we took it lightly last time. It's a case of they didn't perform. They there was probably complacency.
Would you give that keeper another game? I think you'd have to give him.
I think it goes back to
give him a little go.
Because if we're going to do transfer news for a bit, which we were covering kind of before they had to restart it, we're looking like front runners for Pontus Dahlberg?
This young keeper, 18-year-old, isn't he? Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
So I think unless we'll go back to Udinese because Scuffit has on the Udinese front underperformed.
Yeah.
They have this 40-year-old journeyman goalkeeper who's not really much better.
Yeah.
But Canesi is performing so well there. I think they'll just recall him. We'll bring Pontus Dahlberg, who'd be second choice.
Well, yeah, because Gomez has got 1 year after this left, and he's work with him and
send him out on loan straight out. Send him out on loan straight after. Just keep him playing
in the championship.
I think what's going to happen is, what I've read is they're going to send him back to Sweden until after the season finishes. So that's what I've heard.
I can understand it, but it would be good if you did send him out and line the championship just because the physicality of it. In as good as the Premiership, but physical and experience in the English league.
What a bargain it is, 3.3 million apparently they're quoting. I mean, we don't know if that's
still true. Sod all in it for it.
Because he's no offence, because he's Swedish.
No, but
a lot of things is because these things, and it's not knocking him because look at the centre back for United. If he was Brazilian, he'd probably worth 60, 70 million. He was 35 million.
Yeah.
Lindelof.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Lindelof. Good centre back.
Yeah.
Okay, he hasn't set the world alight for United at the moment, but he was a solid centre back at Benfica.
Yeah.
He's starting to find his feet. He has a very, very
Swedish. A lot of the Scandinavians. You always see the Scandinavian players seem to come for less. If he was, like I say, if that guy was English,
it'd be worth
20 million, 15, 20 million.
That's
at 18. If he was,
I'd say at 18. I think while playing, again, the thing is,
Pickford.
I'd say though to a degree, Pickford, I'd say to a degree was proven. Though, whereas Dahlberg, even though he's had a very, very solid first season, he's still very young. You're buying more potential than ability in that sense.
Yeah.
He's got some of the ability, but he's still buying potential, which isn't always the case, if that makes sense.
No.
Yeah. I mean, he's 18. I mean, that would be a good signing.
Cool.
But the sounds that have coming out of
the age of camp
looks like
and he already played like under 16, been capped under 18 or something as well. He's already played.
He's looking like he's a real deal. But you have to bear in mind, you are still buying potential and not ability in that sense yet.
No, true, but it is good. I do like the way we're going for younger players, build a squad up. It takes a few years, but you're building a whole squad of young talent.
Huge caliber success. Now, Dahlberg, I mean, Backman looks solid in pre-season. I think he's a very good third-choice goalkeeper, much more than Gil Martin ever was.
Well, why don't you play him against Bristol City?
That's what I'd like to see, to be honest.
Why don't he get his chance?
That's what I'd like to see. Honestly, that's what I'd like to see.
Well, Cookie said 3 million plus fish. I thought something was in the waves there, but if Charleston was English or say Italian, he would go for like 15, 20 million right now. But as he's Brazilian, he'd probably go for 25 million plus. I mean, if he's English, he'd be got 30, 40 million, Aiden, I reckon, to be honest.
Probably more than that, 50, I'd probably just, if he's English, because he's homegrown. He's extremely young. He's actually providing end product already.
Yeah.
In the same way Raheem Sterling was at a similar age, sort of idea.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah. It's
he went for about 50 million, didn't
that's
he?
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So he'd be on a similar path to that.
Yeah. So in such low quantity, these really good English players.
Yeah.
They go for massive money. They go for ridiculous money.
Unless you're Chalobah.
Unless you're Chalobah and Hughes.
Well, with 2 deals.
It was
3 deals.
Decore. 3 deals,
Probably was just a fair deal all round. 8 million, which is just fair enough.
For a 27-year-old.
Yeah, 27 now, 28.
The thing is, it's shocking that we got these 2 people. Was Hughes? I still can't believe we got Hughes and Chalobah for initially just 5 million or just
for the Igalo money, and then some change on that.
But we basically bought a midfield for Igalo.
Yeah, we did.
A good young midfield, English.
Was permanent.
Igalo was 20.
Cleverly, he's considered a summer signing. He is pretty much because he went permanently. He's summer, so he's a summer signing.
He is, yeah.
The minute I saw we got Shadowbuff for such a cheap start, wow, what a player we have signed.
That is.
We already knew he was good.
Well, look, Aiden's saying, look how much Bale went to Real Madrid.
That was what, 70, 80 at the
I
time?
mean, okay, he was established here, and he basically was a one-man team, a bit like Tottenham are with Kane now. Kane FC with Bale. It's like with Wales, it's Bales.
Yeah.
You know, without him, look what they've done. Look what they've done. They're not a lot of most teams are like that. I mean, you haven't got your talisman. No. You're not the same team without them, and that's basically.
Again, you can put that so you can level at any team though. That's the only thing. You could level that with any team that has one standout player. You lose them.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of players, the fans, have floated for their player of the season, and a winner is Decore, and it's over 30 votes I have written here. You could have voted for more. Who else was on there? Was it Cleverly? You had on there? I did vote Decore.
Cleverly, Gomez, you could argue now.
So so many you could put, couldn't you?
Yeah, I voted for Cleverly.
I did put Decore in, but I was thinking.
I think I went Decore.
Yeah. He never gave the ball. He never gives the ball away, so that's probably why.
He has been brilliant. He's, Cleverly's been.
You could argue with Decore, could you? It was for me. It was between Decore and Cleverly. I put Cleverly plainly because of his unsung work in midfield.
Yeah, true.
That allows Decore to bomb on and fulfil the role that he's doing now.
And Richarlison as well. He covers so much ground.
Yeah. Oh, he does the donkey work.
Yeah.
A lot of time, like I say, he's the Dennis Irwin of our midfield.
It'll be between Gomez and Cleverly for Player of the Year, I think, come the end of this season.
Yeah, if Cleverly won that by 30 votes, I wouldn't even argue with that either, because he'd deserve it as well.
Cook's put Ramage, so sorry, he's done East before.
What was that, as left midfielder, is it?
Bugger off. Midfield.
I don't care, it's still valid.
That's centre midfield. Everyone's got to put Ramage in.
They are.
Complete bastards. Left midfield, I really can't.
Has anyone put anything in yet?
No one's put.
No,
but he was never left midfield, so I'm not taking that. I'm sorry, I'm not taking that.
That's never going to happen.
Wall Sterling.
What are you thinking?
Wall Sterling. I'm thinking of 80s. I'm thinking Wall Sterling.
Well, that's the only vote probably at the moment. So
don't look at me.
I'm looking at the illustrated who's who in a minute.
Is there anything in top trumps that would help us?
No, because they're all really good players.
They're top trumps, that's why it's
top playing Kenny Jacket, and that's not happening.
We need, bottom trumps to sign that.
We'll make our own TMA trumps.
Everyone just gets ones, that's it.
Yeah, Wall Sterling's the only thing I'm thinking about.
Everyone else is struggling and all. It's a tough one, wasn't it?
It's probably the worst one, because you could put, straight away, Morley's going to be up front for my one of my forward line, and Butler, probably Morley and Butler.
So
he's too young. Trevor Senior's pipping occupy front three if I wanted to, but I'm not. And Larry McGettigan. Oh yeah, yes.
Chris Iwalemo?
No, he's forward. He's up front.
Yeah,
playing on the wing.
That would be the most entertaining sight I could ever think of my life.
Actually, no. I'll do this one. Because he actually was played on the left in the FA Cup semi-final. Arado.
That is true.
Arado
played as a diamond. He played on the left of a diamond. So technically,
didn't he get his only assist from a corner though, Arado, to a Dini header?
Yeah. That's the same game that Karate Kid came on and started trying to
unfortunately, with that argument, Arado actually got in product that game.
Yeah.
The only time he did during that season.
Aiden's listening to us while watching the snooker. Brilliant. That's what
multitasking.
Yeah. Audio. Can I watch it? Can I watch the podcast and the snooker challenge?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Mickey Quinn. So, did he play on the left though? Because that's the thing is that could be. You could play like Tottenham and play four up front with Mick Quinn, with Trevor Senior and Butler and Morley. See, I just put Conley purely on the fact that I hate him anyway, because of the remarks he said. But but Conley scored a lot of goals.
I think I'd put Iwalemo somewhere in the front two up front, just simply because he did try. Bless him, he did try as hard as he could.
Yeah.
And bless him, he did. He was loved by the players, loved even by the referees. But bless him. Yeah, bless him. He was about to try.
Most of the 90s, I remember, Porter's on the left, and I'm never going to put Porter. It's just blasphemy, because he was good. He played left wing, he played. I'm not putting Porter. who else though? Because Jeff Pitcher wasn't a left midfielder, because I couldn't really put Pitcher in there, because he never really got a decent chance. Can I just say, just before we keep thinking about this, Watford Steve has done a new website for all his merchandising. I'm just going to shout it out here because I've written it down, so I'll make sure I do it correctly. The Happy Hornet is the new Facebook page. Check it out for, it's like I say, it's on Facebook. Classic Designs by Watford Steve. All his stuff is on there. And also go on to his official website, watfordsteve.bigcartel.com. I know a few guys have already ordered. No Cookies ordered. There's a few others. So go on there. Go on watfordsteve.bigcartel.com and go on his Facebook site. We've already, I think, Quickie has posted. Cheers, Dave, again. Once again, we always say thank you to her. He's posted the link up on there, and there's some decent thing. I'm looking at the baseball jacket, which is pretty good. It's got like a stag and everything like that. But he does all the Hornet, having the Hornet badge, with the 70s badge. A lot of the stuff with that 70s badge on it.
One.
That one, yes. Someone said this is not me. It's got an ON at the end of it. Paul Atkinson was useless. I play a sort of like floating behind. I play sort of more like Shalabar, so obviously, or like Steve Sims, whatever one you take. So we've got Ian Morgan, Paul Atkinson, and Cookie got his yesterday. His jumper yesterday. He posted it up on thing. So good. Quick delivery as well, guys. Watford Steve, check the stuff out. Yeah. So I think we're. Thank God Ramage is not second at the top now. We've got a few people.
Don't worry about
We've got a few people here. I'm really thinking of someone that was really bad on the left. I put Worrell Sterling because he did actually play on the left. I really didn't want to put Thomas for the right, but that's the only real forward. Him or Nordin Booter went for the right, but we went after Thomas. Toss got the right hand one.
Yeah.
Got Thomas purely on his disappointment. If he was ever a season, it'd be 95, 96. That still haunts me. That's the thing. I'm still trying to blank out. He was like, there's so much hype and then no end product. It was that he was the 95, 96 of right midfields. But Worrell Sterling, I'll probably go after Sterling. Not Raheem.
He played for us, didn't he?
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what, Andros Townsend. When he played for us, he was awful when he played for us.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, he did.
I actually don't remember this.
No, you're still a Whibbit, mate. Don't worry.
Whibbit. No, we actually call him a Whibbit. A Wascally Rabbit. Rabbit should have played for England, Cookie. I agree, mate. Definitely.
He's going to be the worst team. Don't worry about it.
Shut up the parent. I'm going to cry man tears if you ever got him. But no, I'm Worrell Sterling. It's
like Mullen, Scott Loge.
Yeah, but he's still got beaten by Plumlee, mate. You can vote a million times, he's still going to be Plumlee. FA Cup semi-final springs to mind against Tottenham.
Right, Heart Senior Cup is played on Tuesday. It's Kings Langley versus Watford, and that's at 7:45. Right then. Right, the next 6 games then, I'm very positive out of it. It's Burnley away, Palace away, Huddersfield at home, Brighton away, Leicester at home, and Swansea at home. How many points do you reckon we get out of them? Or would you like, well, no point saying would you like, because that's an obvious answer.
If I'm being conservative, probably 9. If I'm being optimistic, 15.
Cool. What about Liberal Democrat?
Yeah.
You've been conservative. That's all of them together. Give me that, you man. Right, okay. I'll give you my win, draw, loss thing. Right. Well, Burnley away 1-0. Palace. I think we'll beat them. Burnley's going to be more of a tricky one, but I've still got to go 1-0. Palace 2-0. Huddersfield at home. I think the thing is, I think we're going to get 12 points out of this. At least 12 points.
Yeah.
I hope Leicester at home we're going to win first time because I've been like 3 or 4 games we haven't much time.
Well, at least you drew with Spurs. You didn't lose.
The cup run is over. We do actually draw. We actually draw against Spurs to cover max, but at least 12. A lot of people saying 12. Stuart and Aidan have said
that.
I'd love that.
How much you reckon points wise out of all that? And
11, 12 region,
13, 14, 15. Right, yeah, so 12, 11 or 12 you're going for. Yeah, I'll pretty much more
18 or 8-0. So.
Move Deano's here as well.
Oh, is he? Yeah, move Deano.
In the house, or in the Masonette, like you are. Right, Burnley win, Palace win, Huddersfield win, Brighton draw or loss. They are going to be very tough away. They're
all them games are tough.
Yeah, I think the home games will win. Palace 12. See, I'm actually pointing. The way I'm doing this is actually 15. Maximum 15, minimum 12.
Let's see. You can have 1 or 2 surprise draws or losses in there. That's
could have draws and losses easily.
That's the way it is. You always get the surprise result too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going. Don't want to go any more than 12.
Yeah. Well, I was going to go Huddersfield game, but I've got a kids' party, so I can't. So
he's going to Leicester. So
I'm going to Leicester game. Yeah, I'm a friend has fixed me to go to Leicester. I can't reveal my sources, but
it's this person.
Yes, it's this person over there. Yeah, it's someone.
He's over there.
Yeah. Oh, Steve just said there's a couple more items still available on the website. The new one there's the link is on there. I'm not even going to read it out, but it's on the comments. So just scroll down the comments, guys. The link is up by Watford Steve, so there's more designs there as well. So yeah.
Is Brady injured for this Burnley game? I know he picked up a knock, but I don't know if he's injured.
Yes, he is. He's going to be out for a while.
Oh, that's a good start. His house is good. Wood up top. Hendricks, he scored past us last time, didn't he? Was it Hendricks that scored past?
Hendricks did. He was
he did.
Well, that was when they went down to 10-minute home, was it? Or that when we played them away?
That was just shocking.
I think it was
at home. We beat them.
We beat them 2-1 at home.
Yeah.
Didn't we go to the game?
No, we went to the Burnley home game.
Yeah, we did.
The away game, I was around Jaws watching it. It was all dry. It was just dire. It was flat.
Well, no, a header. Was it a header?
Good header for me.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
If you looked at it 2 ways, it was good header from Hendricks. He rose like a voodoo child.
Yeah.
But it was poor defending by us. It was just shocking defending.
That's what you say about nearly every goal conceded.
Every goal you look at it's a good goal from their point of view, and then you look at ours and say, well, like I say, like the Spurs goal.
Yeah.
You know, it was a great ball. It was a great fizzling ball thing. You look at Spurs game; it was a great counter attack.
Yeah.
Well, one, they should never have been able to counter attack in the first place, and 2, there was no marking.
No.
And it was the same with the Burnley goal away with Hendricks' goal. I mean, their first goal, I don't remember too much of the first goal that they scored last season. It must have been crap, but Aiden's. At least you've admitted, Aiden, he actually turned up to that game last season. Bless him.
God. Wood's pretty good, isn't he? Their striker they've got. He seems to
be making the step up.
Yeah, he does, don't he? He looks pretty good, don't he? So,
yeah.
Who would you two start then? What would be this line-up against Burnley?
Same line-up. Maybe Gray on the right.
If we go for the top then. So let's say Gomez and goal. That one's the most.
Yeah, you go for your one. You tell us the full line-up that you would go for.
Yeah, let's see what's comments come up as well. So. We have the obvious one. We'll agree with Gomez. That's the easiest one of the lot.
Yeah, guys, message up your starting lineup for Saturday and possibly Tuesday, but definitely Saturday while Duncan's doing his one. Go on, mate. Sorry.
So we agree with Gomez.
Yep.
What do you think, Ziegler or Hollebar's left side? So I'd still stick with Ziegler.
Oh, well, he's doing all right.
I'll stick with Ziegler for one more game. I thought he didn't do much wrong. It was just his positioning for certain things. Yeah. Trippier, you need to be on the ball with that.
But the only thing with Trippier is that you can't dedicate a man just marking someone on the wing constantly. That's how they get past. That's why they can get away with it.
But the problem is that's how they got past the first place.
No, I agree with you. I'm saying
his job to keep that Trippier. He was told to keep Trippier under wraps because we had 3 in centre, but we didn't need him to cut inside.
That is the idea. We were playing 3, not playing 3 at the back, not 2 like 4 back.
We had 3 centre backs, and his job was to shackle Trippier and stop him.
And he never did once.
Well, he shackled Trippier, but then Eriksson went forward and got the ball.
Yeah.
So but go on. So I would. Yeah, you.
So we still stick with Ziegler.
Yeah.
We have a nice easy one, which is Cabasele for one of the centre backs.
Yes.
We're happy with that. So I think, do we have anyone coming back from injury centre back wise yet? Because we have Brodel, who to me looks rusty.
I I would play Prodal this one. He's played 2 games now. Surely he's getting there, and Woods is quite good in the air, isn't he?
I personally would play a back 4.
Yeah, and if we're playing back 4, I'd go Mariappa, personally, because I don't think Prodal looks matched fit yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay. What's your right back?
Well, we have a choice of either... I can't think of the bloody name now.
Kiko.
No, not Kiko. Firmino. We have a choice of Firmino. Yeah, I'm saying we have a choice of Firmino or Firmino.
Yeah, Firmino. Yeah,
exactly.
There's no doubt he starts.
So we have. So that's your back 4 there. We have Decore, which is a nice one there. And because Chalobah's coming back for a while, I would not put Capu anybody in the starting team anymore.
No.
Which means, who would you put next to Decore?
Cleverly,
yeah.
Course, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have left wing. Would you put Richarlison or would you give him a rest?
No, I'll play him.
I just have to play him until he
rest
falls.
Him in the FA Cup.
Yeah, until he falls.
Alright, so we have Richarlison left. Behind the striker, would you put Pereira or someone else? Because Hughes isn't injured.
Well, what would you do?
Yeah.
What's your? This is your lineup, and I'll put mine. I'll shout my lineup.
I'd go Pereira behind the man and put Creo right.
Right.
Yeah.
Or put Gray on the right.
Okay. It's your squad, mate.
Or you could.
What are you going to do? Is you're free.
Or you could. Well, I'm also thinking you have Richarlison left.
Right. You have Richarlison left. Who's your
Deany behind the main striker, as he did with Igalo, same sort of setup. So you have technically 2 strikers. They have Deany playing off it, if that makes sense. So you have Deany playing just behind him, behind the striker. Have Pereira right and put Gray up front, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no.
Similar idea to what happened with Igalo and Deany.
Right. Okay. So you've picked that one. I'm gonna go. I'm doing what Aiden's doing, and I've always looking at this as when we're attacking. He's putting down a 4-3-3. So what I'm going to do is, Gomez in goal, Kiko. I'm still sticking with Prodal and there's a little bit of me saying why don't we stick Britos back in, but I'm going to put for this one, argument's sake, I'm going to put Kiko, Prodal, Cabaselli, and Ziegler. I'm going to keep Ziegler for 1 minute. I'm playing a back 4. Midfield, I'm going to drop Pereira. This sounds really harsh. This is 2 ways of this, but of the midfield is going to be the Corey Cleverly. Or actually, no, the Corey Cleverly. The only reason I'm dropping Pereira is because of the amount of times he gave the ball away.
Oh,
like I said, I don't want to stall him because he's only just come back in. But because of the nature of the game, I'm going to stick Capu as a free.
Oh, really?
Capu.
Keep the ball.
Yeah, to keep the ball, just to keep the ball. You got those 3. I'm going to give Gray a role up front with Richarlison and Deany.
Yeah.
The reason I'm putting Gray there is because you've got the 3 main central midfielders who will graft. Capuzo hasn't been the best of things, but he's hungry. He want to impress, and especially this is a game where he can really get his foot in and really impress and show his work rate and his work ethic. With the 3 I'm playing up front, it'd be more like you said, Deany can drop back, Gray can fit in if they need to play a 2 up front. But as we're attacking as a 4-3-3, with Charleston, Deany and Gray, Gray will be up for this.
Yeah, he will.
I agree.
Purely for the fact it's his ex-team, I'm putting him in there because you know that is basically a team talk for him in itself. He doesn't need to. You don't need Silver to say fuck all to him.
No.
You can basically send Gray out
You're playing
to walk out down the tunnel.
Yeah.
And you get the rest of the team there for a team talk. You don't even have to
tell
him.
You don't have to tell him.
In theory, you don't have to tell him this. And that is my team. It's 4-3-3. Like I say, I'm looking at it purely as we're going to get at them straight away and attack. If you're going to drop them back, you just drop Richarlison and move them across and play a more narrow midfield if you need to. Or even put Cleverly pushing out on the right a little bit more and playing slightly narrower on the right. And then play 2 up front if you're going to switch it as a 4.
You can also change to 4-2-3 without changing personnel either as well, which is nice. That's flexible.
Yeah. I mean, Watford Steve's put Gomez, Kiko, Cabs, Prodal, Ziegs, 4 back.
Yeah.
Decore, Cleverly, Richarlison, Pereira, Deany and Gray.
Yeah.
You couldn't really...
But can we have the same problem we do have with Gray where he tries too hard again? We talk about... I'd start Gray, I agree, but... You know, when he tries too hard, might he do that against this?
We've got to keep an eye on him because you know they're trying to wind him up.
But that should, like you said, spur him on to score a goal and knock it down there.
If he does the Shearer route and it makes him a better player, it'll be good for us because he's want to score.
Oh God, he'd love to.
Desperate to score because Burnley fans are going to give him hell. Especially leaving at that price tag as well.
Yeah.
And he's not exactly scoring hat tricks.
No.
They will be on at him to wind him up because they know he's not on the razor sharp form. They know, right, let's wind him up, give him a bit of a dig, and let's see how he takes it. And this is going to be a test of his character on Saturday.
I think it'd be a mistake if Silva didn't start in this game because I think Gray wouldn't like. It'd be tough. It'd be tough, Silva would go tough luck. I'm not playing you, but I think it'd get him in a bad.
Stick Deeney in there and Capoue for the physical aspect.
Oh, Deeney's got to start without a doubt.
Because it's physical. It's going to be a physical game. With Burnley, as much as they can play football now, you've got to earn your right to play football against them. And we didn't do that last season. This season, if we're going to play the sweet pass and move football that we know we can do and we know we will do, we have to earn your right to play against them. We have to play their game in a way, but not be suckered too much in there. Win the battles. Win the first balls, win the battles. Then get the ball down and start playing. Get the crowd against them. Get them quiet. All the things that you always do in a away game. Just do all the right things, the things we should be doing right. Then we can have a good chance of beating them. But if they do us like last season, it's going to be a long afternoon, and I can see them probably nicking it.
Well, I'm happy Brady in playing because he's been playing pretty well lately, so that's good news.
I think he's going to be out for all.
As long as he misses our game, I don't care. He can come back the week after.
Oh no, he's going to be out for a while.
Oh, is he? Yeah, good.
Soren said, "I've told Gray." I remember he was posting this. He said, "I told Gray last Saturday I wanted a hat trick from him." But he tells who he wants as well. He sits where he wants, he parks where he wants.
If he gets that,
who I want to attack. He tells which player he wants a hat trick from when he wants.
If he's right and he gets that, you see him every week and tell him you want a hat trick if that works. Sorry, be a genius, mate. You see him every week.
Yeah, no, he can.
I'd love to see him bang a hat trick. Oh, I don't care who bangs it.
And I'm not going to say, I hope he bangs a hat trick to silence all the grey doubters, because the grey doubters have every right to say they're grey doubters because that's their opinion. So I'm not going. No. The last thing I want, and I don't. We never get it. I'm not saying other forums, not necessarily all the forums, but other forums. He'll score hat trick, and then everyone will go, "Where's the grey haters?" They're perfectly allowed. They have every right to not hate him, but to, criticise him, because a striker's there to score goals. He's not scoring goals at the rate that people expect because of the heavy fee. So people will criticise.
Deano's been no exception to that either.
Deano hasn't exactly been scoring loads, but his physicality is
I'm saying he does get some leeway with it, but even he's no exception to it when he goes for a long period.
Yeah, but we didn't
buy him for a lot of people's eyes.
I'm saying he gets leeway in it, but he's not immune to it.
We didn't buy him for 18.5 million first, so that don't help Gray, does it?
I mean, it did help. The thing is, though, in terms of that comparison, with Deany, we bought him as an unproven striker at Walsall.
Yeah,
Ray, who's developing. We bought him and even Duxbury said we bought him as a development player. He was first as the development player for the Championship, for a bottom half table, then a mid-table team, then a playoff looking team, then a promotion team. With Gray, we bought a ready-made established Premier League striker. That's why there's a lot of people on his back, because he's not like Deany. Deany wasn't playing every game when he first came.
No,
Gray's been thrust in. And like you said, he's been trying too hard, but there's a difference.
Yeah.
When we bought Deany and when we bought Gray. Gray was the finish, not quite a finished article, but he was more of a finished article than Deany was.
Yeah, than Deany. He was nearly there.
Deany's had to work his way up and fight his way up to where he is now. I mean, if we bought someone like Vardy, it'd be exactly the same. He'd get exactly the same stick. Yeah. We should do, because, he's an established Premier League striker.
Yeah.
He comes with a certain standard you expect.
And for him as well, I believe Gray would have put that standard on himself as well.
Yeah, he definitely would. It'd be frustrating. He should have had that trick against Newcastle. He should at least had two.
Any forwards?
Don't remind me.
Yeah, I mean, Suren's saying that like what you said, his work rate, his movement for, like Aidan said as well. You've got to get in these positions to miss these chances.
And that's what he's doing. He's generally there. So he is generally there.
They will come if he keeps getting in positions. The goals will come. Okay, we can't excuse him for the
actual misses.
The misses,
well,
like Newcastle.
It's like Richarlison in that sense. He's getting in the right places.
Yeah, they were shocking. And Richarlison got a little more leeway
because he's still young and he's
still scoring.
Yeah.
I mean, if Gray was doing the Richarlison thing where he's missing his cities but still scoring, he'd probably have less. He'd probably have more leeway. But he will, and like Suren's putting on here as well that he's making runs for other people to score. Like Richarlison's scoring some of his goals because of he's moving players out. This player's supposed to be marking.
He's got him in two minds. He's running that way. Richarlison's got the ball going against him. Who do you track? He either goes to the man and Richarlison releases Gray, or Richarlison just keeps the ball and gets past him anyway.
Oh, him and Richarlison have got a good little understanding together. They do interact well, don't they? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do at times.
Stuart, fair play to you, mate, because he's one of the doubters, and you're quite right. You're quite entitled to your opinion with Gray, because we see from the both sides of the thing. I'm more of a Gray liker. Rather than a hater, but not hater, but But even he says, I won't hold my hands up if he does score. He says, there's more chance of a nuclear fallout. But jokingly, he's true. He says at the moment, the way the form's going, there's no chance of him scoring a hat-trick. But he says, I'll put my hands up.
Well, you and me have had it with Britos, haven't we? And we've been saying how well he's been last year. You can stand him. I wasn't his biggest fan, and I really do. No, I like Britos. I think
he's come good more than last season.
Oh, you can't argue that.
He's shown the Britos of the season before. Because he was a bit more
I
solid.
like Britos. No, I like Britos.
Under Flores, Britos was probably one of our strongest defenders. He had a very cultured left foot when he joined us.
Well, look at the Cathcart. Britos back two was still in stats is our best back two.
Yeah, I like Britos. I watched him against Everton away. I don't want to mention that again, but he was quite outstanding. I know we lost, but he was superb.
Was the same. Yeah, Cookie said this, but my dad said this.
Yeah,
Luther when he first came. People were saying what a waste of time with him. But at the time.
Yeah, at the time. Yeah.
I'm not saying Gray's going to turn up like a god like Luther, but that comparison is there.
Yeah.
Luther took time to be the player that we all see him as now. The
harder mental aspect is there, which is getting yourself in the right positions over and over again.
Yeah.
That's 2/3 of the battle, I think.
Yeah. No, it is. Yeah. Of course.
He's not shying away. He's not stopped trying. No matter where you level him, you can't level the fact he's not trying. You can't level him he's not getting the right position.
Oh, never doubt his work rate. I mean, Paul says it's first class. His work rate.
Yeah, exactly. It's just purely the finishing at the moment, which at Burnley was his strongest aspect. It's there. It's just a case of you have to try and figure out why it's not going. Whether it's confidence, whether it's just something in the style.
I don't know. I don't think he's short of confidence. I think it's luck, really. I think he looks very confident at time. He seems to think he's got the ability.
You've got the other side of the coin as well. With Watford Steve said, his main the job description of a striker is to score goals, and sadly, the other aspects are secondary, i.e., work rate and stuff like that. Yeah. What I would say, and that's a good point, Mr. Watford Steve. It is a good point, mate. And I can't really argue with that. The only thing I would say is not completely like an argument against it. But like we say, if you get in those positions, you will eventually score. You think, like I say, with pressure, if you're putting enough pressure on the team, you're going to score a goal or you're going to force an effort. If you get in the positions, you should be starting to score. And I think eventually it will come. But he's right, though.
No, he is right.
That's why people were criticising players like him and players in the past. Not just him, players in the past have done it before. If you're not scoring, you pay a lot of money for a player that you thought that would score goals.
Yeah.
Be it give him time or not, people are going to criticise.
Yes, no, he's right.
Because that's what you brought him in for.
Yeah, you have brought him in to score.
I mean, Igalo is case in point in that, in the sense of we brought him in to score.
He done it,
and he did.
Yeah.
Even though you can look with gold-tinted glasses. He didn't, in a lot of times, contribute that much to the build-up. He was a poacher, like Nias did.
Yeah, he get a foot in and stuff.
Igalo is like what Nias is to Everton, where he can harass when he wants to. He can harass. He forced the error against.
Yeah.
And that's how you get it. That's how he got his goal through.
It's a shame Silva weren't there when Igalo was hitting that bad patch because he might have got him out of it.
Well,
you can't say he could, you never know, but I reckon he might have got him out.
before he came, and this Higuain owes a lot to his career. To be fair,
I think Cavani as well, wasn't it?
Cavani as well.
Oh, really?
He had a reputation. They brought him in because he had a reputation of getting strikers playing better.
Oh,
Cavani and Higuain, two of the world's best strikers, have owed him a career. They said that he made them better players. That's why one of many reasons. Originally, we brought him in
because and why we were excited by it.
And we're excited by it, myself as well.
Yeah.
We looked at the Flores experiment and said, yeah, okay, we've established ourselves. Can we kick on?
Yeah.
That was the idea. Okay, it didn't work now. We look in hindsight, it didn't work. But he had a reputation. The idea was there. He had a reputation of improving strikers. And like you said, Cavani and Higuain. Look how good they played. Especially Higuain.
That's when you looked at Napoli at the time when they were playing as they were. With Mazzari, they were sensational at times.
Yeah, no, they're good too.
And they achieved some of the best times they had since, was it Maradona, wasn't he, who played for Napoli? Yeah. Ever since before then, he was achieving some of the best times at the time since he retired with.
Yeah. I mean, back on the Gray thing, with Stuart saying, want Gray to go out, fired up, make him the man, make him ruthless, shoot on sight, because you never know, one of them will sneak.
Oh, always do.
Like Watford Steve, the other side of it, he said, and I understand that Watford Steve. He goes, "I'm certainly not Andy Gray, not Andy Gray, anti-Gray, but I just think it's always fair to constructively criticise with the aim of continued improvement." Which you said, completely agree, mate.
Yeah, you have to be able to take criticism, which is what
I just think playing, like I said, don't have to do a team talk. Go Gray, you go out.
You can clear off.
I don't need to tell you nothing. You go out there and don't even have to tell him the score because that's what he'll want.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I said, have a shoot on sight range. The fans would boo him, not all of them, and that should fire any player up. Most top world-class players have said that's
great.
Just
shut up away crowd.
Yeah, score.
Especially forward score. Yeah.
Mm.
That's what he's got to do.
Imagine if he got a goal in, say, the first half, he's confident and he'll enjoy it more and more, won't he, if he banged in a goal.
That's it. It's cliche and it sounds obvious, but it's true.
Yeah.
That's what it is, it's true.
Aiden's saying, do you reckon he's going to celebrate like Ashley Young, or do you think he's going to be respectable? I think he's going to celebrate. If he celebrates like that against Newcastle, he's certainly going to do it against Burnley.
I think he would.
I think
celebrate.
It depends how much stick he'll get from them. If he doesn't get too much, he'll probably keep it muted.
I can't see him. I think he's going to.
I think that'll be the case. But
he's going to proper give it some.
If he gets stick, he will rub it in.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get much stick, he may do a celebration, but not do too much.
I reckon he'll just be that, here in bloody.
But they will give him stick. We know he's going to give him stick.
Well, that's for fear, isn't it? They don't.
That's part of the course. That's part of the course.
Well, I said that should spur him on. He should love that, hearing him getting booed every 2 seconds.
It should be the optimal.
I'd be terrified every cross we put in. And
go on. Read some comments out, Mr. Sir.
Just saying something new there. You think he'll fancy playing his sole defence? I do. Yeah, we agree with that completely, Michael.
Yeah.
That's pretty much any new comment there.
Basically,
all one of them.
No, I do.
I mean, I agree with Ray. Constructive stuff by Steve, mate. Steve, well done, mate. Yeah, we're always. That's the one thing with this forum. Your opinion is your opinion. Yeah. We always argue your opinion, but it's your opinion. If it's negative, positive, no matter what, if it's your honest opinion, it's on the forum.
That's what the forum's for.
That's it. That's what the forum's for. If it's not if you only go on there, and there's not anyone that's done this before, but if people go on there just going, I'm going to post this to wind people up, that is totally different because this is just pathetic. But that's great with this forum we've had. Although we blow our own trumpets, this is all because of you guys. The opinions is opinions, and it makes the world go round. And that's what the forums are about. The forums are here to get you to give your opinion. So carry on doing it. That's all I can say. Right, well, Palace. We could think we're going to beat. Well, we're going to beat Palace. I think 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah,
it's going to be harder under
1-0. 1-0. I reckon it'll be a scrape.
I think it'll be more than one.
Be a snatch and grab. I personally reckon. I think they're going to.
I'm going to wager 3-1.
Cool.
Their goalkeepers are awful.
It's so hard. That's the thing that worries me.
If he got injured, I'd be incredibly confident. But it's so hard. It's so hard. And Townsend to an extent, and all to be honest with you.
Townsend, if you let him.
Yeah, it's one of them games, isn't it? It's like this Burnley one, really.
Their main strikers seem to be very quiet. They're a bit like us. They rely on their wingers. do the damage.
Palace are going to attack us more than Burnley, in
Which
theory.
would suit us.
Yeah, in theory.
Burnley will be tougher to break down.
It'd be cagey, won't it?
It'd be more cagey than you think. Hodgson likes to play a very similar Allardyce Pulis, not necessarily over boring like people always describe it, but they will be more likely to attack purely on what they've got, Townsend and Zaha.
Yeah, that's what they aim for, the wings. That's what they aim for.
He's pragmatic.
They put a lot of crosses in the box.
Yeah,
We've got to be equal to it.
He'll be pragmatic. He knows what he's got to play to his
Aim to the wings and cross it in.
Stuart says gritty as hell 1-1.
What, Palace?
Burnley, I reckon.
Actually, I'd agree with that with Burnley completely.
I wouldn't be surprised if it finished 1-1 or 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0 could be a shout.
But we don't.
No, I can't see a 0.
I'd put 1-0, but actually, you can really see this being another 2-1, 2-0 because we score 2 goals every away game.
I'd go 1-1.
It's incredible. We're in December and we're still scoring 2 goals in every single ground we're going to.
Didn't I see someone put it up? We were the 6 highest team.
6 highest goal scorers in the Premier League.
26, I think it was.
We must be the highest last season, apart from City.
I didn't see away, but this was in the 6. We're the 6 highest.
I think compared to last season, we're one of the lowest.
Surin's again. I need 3 pairs of socks and 2 thermals. He gets the socks when he wants, and the thermals when he wants. So, yeah. Move Deano's last podcast on Sunday before he's working. He's actually working.
Moves. It's one of them, mate. It's one of them.
You can't go to Huddersfield.
It's one of them. It's not good, mate.
I was disappointed. I've been more disappointed. No, actually, this is on the disappointment level. As if I was standing in a free kick like that and Deano stood next to me. That's the disappointment I feel when I hear about moves working. Seriously.
By the way, everyone vote Ramage on Sunday, okay? For centre mid, okay?
Yeah. Right, I think we've actually got. Who did we have? Because I think he's very, very tight. He's tighter. Yeah, he's tighter than Burnley's back four. This is. I was going to say something else, but I'm not.
No, keep it.
Paul Atkinson.
Yeah, Atkinson's
winning it. He was the sub in the FA Cup final as well. He was the only sub we had.
Gotta have him in. He's doing off your name, son.
Well, he's got 2, so we have to put him in. He's not me.
Paul Atkins is
I don't play on the left. I play sort of more of a floating role in midfield.
Paul Atkins
is in. Save your shot from long range.
Well, I score 3 kicks when he's in the ball, so.
Never got to in the wall.
Yeah. We should do a Legends talk, the worst 3 kicks ever, and then just be like a top 10 of it of the ones he's been in. Atkinson, yeah, that's it. He's pretty much done it.
Atkins is in, not Atkinson. Atkins.
No, I'll be midfield with Ramage, mate.
Well, yeah, he'll be in on Sunday. Don't worry about it.
I'll be the greatest ever midfield. If that happens, Duncan was close to Plumley in the worst.
We
did play for Watford
now.
What we going?
All moves.
Don't be fighting words.
No, yeah. The Hard Senior Cup. How many? It would basically be the under 23s of the youth.
No, I put a cacker on.
Atkinson had hit the moustache. See, I haven't got to hit the moustache. I've just got a moustache.
I don't have one yet.
You're not even 12 yet.
I've got bum block here, and I don't have one here
at all. Mate. Don't worry about this.
Yeah, but mate, you just turned 12, so even Moves hasn't got a beard.
Yeah,
how old is Moves now? We need to. No, we're talking about actual age, not mental age. He's got the hair of a 40-year-old.
Moves, son.
We've got Atkinson, so that's actually happening. And Aiden's just put yes, so that's good enough for me.
Yes, Aiden.
Yes, Aiden.
Yes.
We score 2 away every time. It's a new Premier League rule. I think it should be law. Moves just replied, I'm 33.
Moves, no. He probably is, but I'm just putting that up for a laugh.
Stuart Plumley did get the vote. Yeah, Kinesis didn't get it, and he's not that bad yet.
No, Kinesis isn't anywhere near that bad because he's actually proven he isn't as well with Udinese.
Think so. Here's one before we go. what was the worst game? Plumley against Tottenham in the FA Cup semi-final, or Kinesis against Everton? I know we're just doing it. This is a bit of fun. This one. This is not actually. We don't actually want to.
Or Gil Martin
against.
Who was it? He played and he had an absolute howler, wasn't it? It was a cup game, was it?
Was it so many can't remember? Or is
it was only about he played like 2-3 games for us, if that. But he had an absolute. He was worse than Loach. That tells you what you need to know.
Yeah, I'm going bald gracefully. Moobs says I think it's every pint he loses a lock of hair.
Stop drinking, Moobs. You know that won't happen when
he puts hairs on his chest. All the hairs will transcend. Right, I'm still gonna have Plumley. Moves, I do actually get mistaken for a 40-year-old. The Everton game, Stuart said, that's probably the worst game, he says, in goalkeeping terms. By the way, guys, this is just a bit of fun, by the way.
I get a headache now, remembering that game.
We've had our bitching about Kinesis and the thing. Plumley all day, Watford Steve said, I'll still go for Plumley. So I don't want to be too harsh on Kinesis.
It was Brighton and Hove Albion, by the way, Gil Martin.
Was it really as bad as Plumley, though?
Yes.
You weren't even born.
No. I know. I know this.
7. It's actually 6. No, 6 in that when that was on.
I can follow them now.
Plumley game all over after 24 minutes. Yeah, that's it. We were pretty much lost after 24 minutes when we were. I think it was 65th minute. Yeah, pretty much. It's almost the same anyway. I was there, I remember him drop a few clangers in the warm-up and everyone panicked. Oh, God. No, you put some gloves on. It's got oven gloves turned
up. That real thing.
I took the pie
you
out
could do, who was it? Not Bond.
You had
Almunia injured. You then had Bond injured.
Oh, that Leeds game. James Bond came on.
And then he got injured. Who was it that came on after?
Gilmore, wasn't it?
No. It was like a youth guy.
It was a kid, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking of.
He was alright. Well, it was 5 minutes to go or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Quality. I'm a championship football manager, you know. He dropped the drinks off the tray. Surin said that I would say Kinesis because he was an international. The great keeper started the Everton game, we would have lost 10-2.
Yeah, he's probably right, you know.
That's just for another time.
No, I'm not having that.
I am, I was there.
No, the pure reason why we're not having it is because we were there.
Yeah.
You know, it's just swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, well, it is. Yeah.
He was going round somewhere.
Jack Bonham.
Packy Bonner, Jesus, he played for Celtic. He was a good player. He did play for Watford.
Jack Bonham did, and then he conceded what?
Jack Bonham.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Bonham. Yeah.
He goes up there, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was always worried when Jonathan Bond was playing Nathan. Yeah, I was not very confident.
Honestly, I wasn't that worried with him.
That was actually really polite.
Honestly, I wasn't that worried with him, to be honest, with Bond. Again, it's
because he was on the bench. That's why.
Oh, thank God.
The main issue wasn't his shot stopping; it was commanded the box. That was his main letdown. His shot stopping.
Stop people scoring.
The sideline's not a box.
Tackling.
His shot stopping was actually very good. He was commanded his box and let him down so much so.
Yeah, he's basically the English system.
He was just stuck in the goal line whenever a cross came in.
Yeah, no, Kinesis at least moved.
Probably David James would have actually done much better if he actually stayed on his line. Because I even saw him. It's fantastic. He was a great shot stopper, and even at Watford, a great shot stopper. But I'll tell you what. Oh God! He would just run out, and the ball would go over him. He's like, "Why did you do that?"
There he goes.
The thing is, it was one of those. No, it's not me trying to come up for a corner as a goalkeeper. I never used to get him, and he just honestly, the ball be there. We're watching the ball, and James will be there. You know, as he just run out for the ball because he's never going to get it, and it's like, why?
There it goes.
Seriously.
What's that? Oh,
no, honestly, the ball be there. It doesn't be going underneath him. We've run underneath him, oh shit, the ball's just gone over me. You know, seriously. Well, yeah, guys, Sunday. Right, sorry about the loose connection thing. I think it's more to do with our internet, but we will hopefully be a bit more improved on Sunday. Sunday, Moobs is on the sofa. Last one for Moobs. So, yeah.
For the year.
For the year, and this young man, not the young man, but this other young man, will carry on duties. We have got Michael coming on the show on a week Sunday. Michael Wadham, if you can just PM me, we'll confirm that and get all sorted and all the date, get all the dates sorted and everything, time and when you're turning up, mate. So, Michael, give us a PM when you can, mate, so we can sort that out. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Do you do the thing or just...
Yeah, you do it, mate.
Right, guys, once again, right, just a thank you to this young man and this young man. Once again, yeah, wisdom. You will be watching the podcast. But guys, like, just keep on posting all your opinions, views. If it's your honest opinion, negative or positive, post it up. Get it off your chest. Tell us what you're thinking, and let everyone argue with you. You know, if it's your opinion, we may disagree, but like I say, it's your opinion. I'll keep saying it, but that is it. We are near 700 members now. We get plenty of people watching the podcast. Podcast today was a bit sketchy because of the internet, but I know you guys contributed fantastic contributions for all of you guys again. Just remember, Sunday we will be previewing. We'll preview Palace once again on Sunday. We'll do a bit more in depth of Palace on Sunday. Obviously, review the Burnley game and just keep adding your friends. Tell, like Moobs says, tell the milkman if you want. If you Moobs is milkman, he's always into. He can tell him himself. But just tell anyone you know, Watford fans, get him on here. We've got enough people in the other forums. Get them on here. Get them seeing the podcast. Get them contributing, because at the end of the day, like I always say, you are the reason why this podcast is so good. We just sit here and talk rubbish for an hour. Apart from Duncan, he actually talks a bit of sense, but I don't.
Right.
Yeah, well, sort of.
Being polite, you're the guest.
2 Thursdays ago you did. But with these guys talk a lot of sense. I just rabble on a load of rubbish. You guys make the podcast what it is. So it's a pat on the back for you guys as much as us. So guys, we're sending out loads of lovely, you know, Cookie, we will arrange a date for you to come on as well, mate. Just PM me. We've got Michael, like I said, we've got Michael next week. See you Sunday, guys, 8 o'clock. What we might do Tuesday, and we'll put this on Sunday, because we're going to be in here watching the game, we'll probably do a game podcast or a halftime podcast. We'll just run the video and we'll talk away through the podcast. If you're not watching it, we can give you updates and everything like that. It won't be a full podcast. We'll just maybe run it and tell you the updates and tell you what's going on in the game and do like a mini sort of commentary radio sort of thing. We'll see we'll put the feelers out on Sunday and see what you think. We'll give it a trial. If you think it's a load of rubbish, we won't do it again. So that's pretty much it. And just keep adding everyone in. If you want to come on the show, just let me know. And then we can either kick him off, or I'll just walk out the side.
Yeah, or both of us.
All 3 of us. And we'll
you take it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right. Aidan, PM me, mate, and we'll get that sorted. We've got Cookie, we've got Michael coming on Sunday. Aidan, we'll get you on here, mate. We'll get you sorted. So that's pretty much it, guys. So we'll see you Sunday. So it's good night from him.
It's good night from him.
And it's good night from him. All right, see you later, guys. Take care.